Living on the edge. Growing up in Haiti always made for a very exciting day. From fording flooding and raging rivers, to passing through impossibly muddy roads, to going through ravines that were prone to flash flooding, to the gangs, to the political unrest, to the groups of people desperate for a change and lashing out at whatever foreign people they thought were to blame for all the problems. Our life was always on a razor sharp edge. We could have died at some moments. There were many instances it was a very close call, but we were always spared and we were never physically harmed. Because we were spared, we were used to doing a work that we were meant to do. Instead of living a soft and somewhat safe life in Canada, where my family is from, my parents instead chose to follow God's calling to a very dangerous, uncertain, and unpredictable place where they served full time for 23 years. All four of us kids were born there, and each one of us has a different experience of how we lived through that time. There were times of absolute terror, like the time when 1,000 people came to our house and were going to burn us out. Mom sent me running across the valley to our teacher's house with the Canadian passports and money and told me to find my little brother on the way. She did not know if we would ever see each other again. I don't know if my feet ever ran so fast. I was terrified. My teacher and I sat speechless as we watched with binoculars this huge throng of people cascading down the mountain towards our house, intent on burning and looting. But we were spared. Their own culture demanded a letter of termination for Dad, and no one was willing to put their signature on it. Because they were unwilling to sign it, it threw the crowd into complete turmoil. They turned around and left. God's hand of protection was upon us. Or the time when I watched my dad drive the Swiss military carrier through 5 feet of raging water 300 feet wide after he had disconnected the breather from the filler and hooked a 10-foot, 2-inch pipe on top of the roof as an air intake above the water line. We were praying. The only time that I would get really afraid is if Dad or Mom would come over and softly say, "Girls, I need you to pray." That's when we knew only a miracle would do. We saw many miracles. It was a very exciting life. In some ways, it's too bad the days of cell phone did not exist back then, as it would have made some really amazing documentaries. My Haitian friends would say that not much has changed, except for now it can be recorded. We could have had our own TV show just with the stuff that we did. Thankfully, all the stories, or at least most of them, are safely written down in my mom's journals that she has carefully kept for the last 60 years. Treasure trove of information. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will protect your life. The Lord will watch over your comings and your goings, both now and forever. Psalms 121, verse 7.